What's good, Coach Colin Castello with ShotMechanics Basketball, and today I'm going to give you the keys to master the perfect jab step. So having a great jab step is one of the most underutilized things that a lot of players forget about. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to teach you a few keys that are, number one, going to make your jab step more efficient, and number two, make it more effective, because an effective jab step can open up your entire offensive game. Now, before we jump into it though, I want you to click the link in the description down below and get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This is a scoring workout that's going to change the way you think about your training and probably increase your scoring average the first time you use it. That's how powerful it is. So click the link in the description down below, and it's 100% free. So a jab step is basically just the idea of when you catch the basketball, if we haven't dribbled yet, we're just jabbing our foot forward, getting the defender to move, right? And the reason why jab step's important is because we're trying to manipulate the defender. We're trying to get them sliding before we even have to put a dribble down, right? Because if we can get them out of position before we put down a dribble, it's more effective, it's more efficient, and it makes you that much harder to guard. So the first key I want to talk about is protection. Protection. A lot of the times we see players come out and they throw a jab step and they put the ball right out in front just like this, and then a quick hand defender or somebody who's pretty good gets a hand in there and takes it away pretty quick, right? So protection with a jab step, we always like to think about hip to knee, hip to knee. So as I'm getting ready to jab step, I'm going to start with the ball on my hip away from the defender, and then as I jab, I'm going to bring it to my knee. So you see that? I'm going hip to knee, hip to knee. Now with the knee, we want it on the inside of our knee. So you can see if I turn towards the camera here, if I step through, we want the ball on the inside of our knee, not in front, not the outside, right? Because if I rip to the inside of my knee and somebody does get a hand on it, I've got it pinned in here and it's probably not gonna go anywhere, even if they get a piece of it, right? So that's that protection that we wanna think about. You're gonna catch, rip, go hip to knee, keeping it strong. That way we've got those multiple points of contact. So even if somebody gets a hand on it, it's not gonna be a turnover. We're still playing tough, right? So key number one is that protection. Keep it hip, jab to knee, back to hip if we need to. If you can do that, you're gonna be really tough with the jab step. It's gonna be hard for anybody to take it from you. All right, so the next thing you wanna think about is keeping your heel off of the ground when you're throwing your jab step. What I mean by that is a lot of times younger players, when they go to jab, is they throw their whole foot into the ground, and a lot of times their heel's the first one that hits, just like this. The issue with that is, number one, it doesn't look realistic, and number two, it's a little bit harder on your joints. With the jab step, we want to be fast, we want to be effective, and we want to be super, super quick with it. So what I recommend when I'm getting ready to jab step is try to squeak the ball of your foot into the ground just like that. So your heels should have a space between them and the floor, right? So if I go to jab, I want to, boom, throw this, stick the toe in, ball the foot, hitting the ground nice and quick, and I've got this space, because now that allows me to react quickly, right? If I plant my heel, it's a lot like shooting. The ground's gonna suck all that energy out, and I've got to regain it some way. So think about on that jab, we're not looking for thuds. I'm not trying to thud my jab step. I'm trying to squeak my jab step as I'm coming through. Nice and quick, right? I'm trying to squeak that jab step, get them moving quickly, and then I can explode out of it. So heels off the ground, that's gonna help you out a ton. All right, so the next thing that makes a jab step super effective is to sell it with your shoulders, head, and eyes. Meaning, as we're getting ready to jab step, if I'm jab stepping at somebody and I do this, does that really look like I'm going anywhere? Am I gonna get them moving? Probably not, right? So if I wanna sell it with my shoulder, head, and eyes, when I'm doing it, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm throwing my shoulders forward, I'm throwing my head forward, and I'm keeping my eyes down towards the ground, just like that. So if I'm throwing a jab step, I'm boom, selling like this. Now this looks like I'm in attack mode, like I'm actually getting ready to drive. It's gonna make the defender react even more. A lot of people really underestimate the power of your head and your eyes when it comes to selling moves. And this is a huge example of how a jab step could be the exact same with your footwork and with the ball, but if I throw my eyes and my shoulders, it all of a sudden becomes a much, much, much better move. So really think about that. Use your head, shoulder, and eyes to move the defender. That way they open up a lane and it makes it a lot easier, right? So head, shoulders, and eyes, big key to having the perfect jab step. All right, if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button, and then in the comment section down below and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. This is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything out for requests, so leave it down below and hopefully we get to it. And if you're new to ShotMechanics, you're definitely going to want to click that subscription button, because we put out videos every week and they're all going to get you better, I guarantee it. And the second thing you're going to want to do is click the button down here or the link in the description, get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This scoring workout is going to change the way you think about your training and probably increase your scoring average the very first time you try it. That's how powerful it is. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with ShotMechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.